Garfield, Kevin, I'm back, and guess... Wait. Garfield? Garfield, where are you? Kevin? Kevin, where's Garfield? Rhodey? Hey, Rhodey. Dude, what are you doing, Rhodey? Have you seen Garfield? Dude, Rich, any sign of Garfield? Come on, man. You're the one I can rely on. Where are you, Garfield? Well, 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 look who decided to wake up. Alright, Kevin, if that's your real name. So you were the last person to see Garfield. So I'd say you better start talking, pal, or things are gonna get tough for you real fast. Why are you looking at them? They're not gonna help you. I'm your only saving grace. Where is he? Where is he? What did you do with him, Kevin? Where's Garfield? Damn it, Kevin, talk! Okay, pal. Have it your way. I'm taking off the gloves. We'll find Garfield, one way or another. I have a specific set of skills and I intend on using them and anything else at my disposal to get our boy back. Anyways, today I'd like to get back to Trade Towne and start planning out the new city. And in order to do that, we will need to start by terraforming some of the surrounding area just to get the ball rolling. I'd also like to break ground and finally begin to build in town. I think the first buildings we should build are the stables and town inn. They won't necessarily be productive for our villagers, but every medieval town needs a stables and inn. So let's fly on over to Trade Towne and get started. Now, I'm thinking we will build our inn and stables in this area right here, in between the Trade Towne gatehouse and the wall between us and Tony. And actually, there's not a lot of terraforming really needed in this area. The stables, I think, will fit in just fine here. Maybe we remove a little dirt right there, just right near the gate. And then we also might just need to take down that hill right behind me. But besides that, really the only other thing I want to do is just remove this extra farmland over here, because I think we'll eventually build our own little custom farm area in this town. So let's go ahead and clean this area up real quick, and then we can get started on our stables. Hey, how are you doing, Mr. Gollum? Why are you giving me the stink eye? Anyways, let's go. And just like that, the area is cleaned up and ready for builds. I'm probably going to take that mound back there behind me back a little further as we continue to build in Trade Towne, but for now this area will work for my inn. I also got rid of that excess farmland that we weren't using anyways, and someday soon we're going to have to get rid of our golem friends behind me because they're causing a little bit of lag and they really don't serve a purpose. Sorry guys, sorry. But it's true. And now that we have the cleanup out of the way, let's get started and let's start building our stables. And here it is, Trade Towne's very first stables. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me take you on a quick tour of our stables. First of all, let's go inside. We have our little hanging sign to illustrate that this is the Trade Towne stables. And when you enter, you are met with the clerk's desk, and we have some of our tack hanging on the wall. There is also a book to log all of the horses that are staying with us. We have some racks to hang coats, a little sitting area for our clerk, and some barrel storage. And let me show you the upstairs. Upstairs we have a little living quarter for our stable workers. We have a little bunk bed set up, and then a little extra storage room for some feed. Now, this door here, this leads to a little balcony where the stable owner can look out over Trade Towne and see all of his community members. Right now it's predominantly iron golems. Anyways, then we also have a little back door in our storage, excess feed storage area, and that leads to just a little rooftop area where we can store a little more feed, and we have a crane here to bring all of the feed up to our storage area. And then the livery owner or stable owner, whatever you want to call him, he can feed the horses right through the top here, doesn't even have to actually leave the building and go outside. Now let's just take a quick little tour of the outside. I'm going to shut my doors, I'm not an animal. So outside you can see more of the blocks that were used for this build. We have some of our new dark prismarine blocks, some birch wood, some dark oak, a little bit of spruce, and some cauldrons. And we also did a foundation with some stone bricks just to kind of match the Trade Towne aesthetic. And then just off the side of the stables, we have 4 stalls to hold horses that are going to be staying with us overnight. I'm thinking about putting some hitching posts out here too, just for the visitors of Trade Towne to have a place to park their horses, but we'll see. I'll see if I can incorporate that in on a pathway. But these stalls have trap doors that allow us to let our horses in and out. And like I said, we have 4 of them. And that's really it. There's really not much to this stables. Stables are pretty simple builds, but there is one more thing that we do need to do for this area. We need to bring a little life to the area and bring in some horses. So let's go ahead and wrangle up some wild horses and bring them into our stables. Every time I fly over the mountain on my way to Trade Towne, I've noticed that there is a herd of horses just chilling up there. So I figured they would be a great addition for our stables. This guy here was a little difficult to wrangle in, but after a long night, I was able to secure him and ride him back on into Trade Towne. So there is 1 horse down. I encountered another stubborn nag, and I'm not gonna lie, there may have been an accident. You saw nothing. Let's just forget this happened. After mourning the horse that died due to the accident, I found these 2 morons, and they were a lot more compliant and were easier to get back to Trade Towne. So we saddled up, roped up his friend, and then we sought refuge from the rain in Trade Towne. I even came across this guy in the middle of the night. He was being attacked by some mobs, so I roped him up and brought him into the safety of Trade Towne. I also made friends with this guy. His name's Jerry. He's cute, but he's kind of an ass. He'll fit in perfectly. Okay, we now have 3 new horses for our stables. Let me know in the comments what we're naming these horses. I also went ahead and brought Richard over too, so he isn't lonely. He's been tied up to that post outside of my starter base for so long, I figured he wanted to hang out with some friends. And we also have another random horse over here that you guys can let me know what to name in the comments. And we have my new friend Jerry also tied to this hitching post I built outside the stables. Now that the stables are taken care of, let's move on to our bigger project, the inn. And for the inn, we're going to use a whole lot of bone block, dark prismarine just like the stables, as well as some spruce and dark oak. Here's a full list of the resources we will need for this inn build. It's quite extensive, so I'm going to have my hands full for a little while. But don't worry, this will be quick for you. We'll just go ahead and hop into a time lapse and get building. Roll it! Oh my god, I love what we've built today. This is so awesome. Just this little sliver of Trade Towne we have built out has inspired me so much, and I just can't wait to see what's next. As you can see, I have done a little bit of building off cam just to lay out some pathways and some light posts, just to kind of add to the environment. But obviously the main attraction is our inn and our stables. Now we've already toured the stables, so let's take a look at this inn. As you can see, I've put up some little signs. I think I'm going to use some glow ink just to brighten them up a little bit. But we have the Trade Towne Tavern and Inn. A nice cozy little entrance with a little guard for the rain. And then you step into the tavern, which I have extensively decorated. The first floor is decorated, but no promises for the rest of the floors. So we have our barkeep up here. You can order food, drinks, and you can also get a room to the inn. Before we look at the rooms, let's just take in the actual tavern area. We have a big table here to seat huge parties, along with some little window tables, just for the weary traveler who's stopping by for a quick drink. Then we have this private room over here, just for the hermit that doesn't want to be seen, but still wants to grab some food and beverages. And then we have the glorious bar area, which I really love. I'm loving the green banners and how they play off of the mangrove wood. And then also, I thought it'd be cool to use a lot of paintings in the area just to kind of busy up the area. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of bar areas, the walls are very busy. So that's what I tried to recreate with this area. So moving on, let's go check out behind the bar. We have this stairway that takes us up to our rooms, but then you can kind of sneak around and you have a storage area, which I have some excess blocks I need to get rid of. But we have the storage area for the bar, and then we have the actual bar area. We have one cauldron full of water to wash up the dishes. We have some smokers, some drink dispensers. We won't call them potion brewing stands. They're drink dispensers. Use your imaginations, folks. But then right off of the bar, we have this little office and bedroom area for the innkeep. And then they also have their own little back patio to exit out of the bar area if they don't want to be seen. So moving on from the bar and tavern, let's go upstairs. And we have our first floor of rooms, and these rooms are kind of the basic rooms that you would find in the inn. There's mostly single bed rooms, and then we have a couple rooms that are more like a hostel setting where you have a couple beds, which could be for families or for people that just want to go in on a room. And I've done a little bit of decorating here. We have some carpet in the beds, a lantern just so I don't make a mob farm. And then we can pretend that these guys can use these little trapdoors as pop-up tables. So this room has that set up, and then this is another double bed room with a similar trapdoor setup. I also did this just to kind of block out the redstone lamps that I used as stained glass. And then moving on, we also have the single bedrooms, which just have a little portrait, same table pop-up, also kind of hiding my build inefficiencies. And then all of these rooms are the exact same. Now, this is a small inn because we don't expect a lot of travelers to come here. It's not really like a destination place for tourists. It's more just a place to do business. So we might have some tradesmen coming into town that, you know, need to stay overnight while they wait for their trades to go through. I don't know. So this is kind of a small inn, but we do have one more room, and this is like the master suite. This is like for the big families or if royalty were to come in. And this is a huge bedroom. We have some cyan candles setting the mood against the new cherry wood blocks and some pink beds. I really leaned into the pink and green up here. We have a little armoire for the clothes and just a little table to eat if they don't want to eat down in the tavern. They can have food delivered up to their room. And then the people in the master suite also have a nice window to admire the moon or whatever else is happening outside, unlike the poor people down below that don't have a window. Yeah, that's right. We like to let people know where they stand in Trade Towne. Anyways, class warfare rants aside, let's go ahead and take a look at the outdoors. So as you step out, you'll notice we have a little window garden here with some berries growing. And then I just kind of used the berries all around the building just to set some more environment. We have some leaves for bushes, some moss blocks with the azalea trees just to make small little bush trees. More light posts. But yeah, so I used leaves just around the building to kind of decorate, just kind of give an overgrown vibe along with more berry bushes. We do have some berry bushes here around my innkeep's deck, and this is kind of a hazard because one wrong step and you're getting hurt by the berries. But we'll just remember to avoid those. Hey, knock it off. Yeah, how do you like it? How do you like those berries? But besides that, there's not much else to see around the inn, but I do want to show you one more thing I built over here. You may have noticed this cherry blossom tree and well setup. Hold on. And I thought it would be neat to have a little well set up because, you know, medieval villages, they were reliant on wells for their safe, potable water. But this isn't a well for water. This is a well that's hiding a secret. Hold, please. And let me show you what that secret is. So you go here like you're going to get water, but wait, there are ladders and no water. We'll just drop down. And if you remember, I have a impromptu villager trading hall and villager breeder down here. So instead of having a hole to fly down into to get to this little impromptu trade hall, I now have a well that helps tuck away this little secret. I don't know, I thought it was neat. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a cool idea to tuck away this little impromptu trading hall? Well, I think this is a good spot to end things today. We have gotten an amazing start on Trade Towne. Soon, I hope to have some buildings for our villagers so we can move them out of that impromptu trading hall and kind of clean that area up. I think I'll keep the villager breeder down there and we'll do something different with that, but that's for another day. I've been BillyRantz. As always, you've been amazing. I hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Bye!